everybody, and welcome tonight. We are so excited that you decided to give your time to your Tupperware business and grow your business. Yay. Those Cavs are going to win or lose without you, and the Browns are going to win without you.
I think you mean the Cavs are going to win and the Browns are going to win or lose.
Have not played. They played last night, so no worries.
Oh my goodness. You guys so funny.
Played.
Yeah, so funny, so funny. So we have a great lineup for you tonight, and I hope you're ready for fun. Because it really the directors really pulled through for this week. And let me find my notes.
I gotta find my notes.
I set up the IX today for our big show, big sale. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so much fun. Lots and lots and lots and lots of product. Lots of people. Okay, here we go. We have, first of all, let's turn it over to Ellen. And Ellen, talk to us about this, what we're doing in December.
Yes. Oh, I'm super excited to talk to you guys about this. All right. So let me highlight myself. Okay, so all right, so I'm super excited about this in December. All right, so we're just kind of mixing some stuff up. And so as I know Pam has talked about already, in the month of December, there is not a sales flyer, right? So Tupperware's doing it something a little bit different. In the past, we've had 12 days of Christmas. And so we're doing that. So that's actually kind of cool. So, we've been doing our Friday sales. And if you checked your email, that's kind of cool. We got a big sale tomorrow. So set your timers because that's going to be a big sale at noon. So we've been having these Friday sales. So in December, and Pam, what is the date that the 12 days of Christmas are starting in December? Do you know what the date is? That was the one fact I could not quite get my finger
on. The 5th.
The 5th. Okay. So starting on the 5th, every day they're going to be like kicking more sales, right? So I was talking to Nikki because Nikki was like, gosh, what should we do? How should we run our parties, right? Without a sales flyer. And so we kind of were going back and forth on it. And I said, well, what if we, I said, what if it looked like this, right? What if it looked like having, how we've done mega parties in the past, right? And maybe not even necessarily calling it a mega party, but talking to your hosts about being in a special group in December, right? A special group in December where you're going to like drop all of these sales every time a new sales gets posted. You're putting all these sales into this group. You can call it whatever you want. When I was kind of brainstorming with Nikki, I kind of was, what did I call it? I called it December Deal Days VIP group, right? So if you don't have a VIP group, this is a perfect time to start one, right? This is how VIP groups get started, honestly, is you do something. I mean, you think about it, when you're doing a launch party for somebody, their VIP group usually starts with their launch party, like their launch party turns into their VIP group. So this is a way for you to launch a VIP group if you want. If you already have a VIP group, this is a great way to make a backup VIP group, okay? Because we've all heard these rumors about like VIP groups getting shut down or whatever, people getting locked out of their VIP groups. I've heard so many people that happen to. Don't let that happen to you. Then you have a backup group, right? That you can do various things. I'm with you, Nikki. Okay, anyways, so the backup VIP group, right? So you can call it December Deal Days, and then after December, you can change a name, right? And then you can keep carrying it on. That can turn into a bingo group. It can turn into whatever you want it to be called, right? But for the month of December, I really encourage you to put all of your parties into this one group. That way you're posting in one place, right? So you're like, okay, so how do I do all of those things, right? How all my hosts and stuff. So when we first started doing mega parties, for those of you that know I haven't been drinking, you're cute, Robin. Water. I've been drinking water. So what I haven't, so when we first started doing mega parties, what we did was we took all of our hosts, right? And we put them in the description of the party, the pinned post, and we put their name. We put Jenny Cheatham, and we put her link underneath, her shopping link. We put Loretta Senzo Tiber, put her shopping link. We put Bonnie Alexander, put her shopping link. We put, and so you can do that, right? And also have your host prepared with their shopping link, so that when their people are like, hey, I want to buy this, they're like, here, Nikki, here's your shopping link for my party, right? So that they're ready. So have your host prepared for that. But also, as you're dating your parties, right? So as you're dating your parties, you want to go ahead and be able to, there are people that are going to be like, I don't really want to do a party in December, but I am interested in these deals. I want to know when these deals are happening, and I want to know what the deals are, right? And so those people that are that way, put them into the group, right? So that's your own party. You're the host of that party. Or tell them, be like, hey, pay it forward to somebody else and shop on any of those links, right? Click on any of those links. When you're ready to shop, click on any of those links, right? And so any of those people, scoop up all your customers, put them in that group, right? And have them to be able to shop in that group. So that's what I encourage you to do. Now, what we're doing as champion to support you during this time is we are going to be doing events for you, right? So instead of having our regular Thursday night meetings on the dates of, I don't know what the actual dates are. Where's my calendar? On the dates of December 5th and December 12th, right? At 7:30, we are going to be going live on the Cooking with Champion Cooking with Tupperware page, right? We're going to be going live on that page with a quick little cooking demonstration party type of a thing, right? And so the first one is called, help me, Loretta. The first one is called, what is it called?
Grinchmas.
Grinchmas, right? So the first one's called Grinchmas, and there's going to be a nice little cooking demonstration, something quick and easy, maybe even like a little product demo, whatever, little tips, ideas. We're going to be doing some giveaways, things like that, right? And then the second one on the 12th is called
Jingle Jam.
Jingle Jam. All right. And so again, another little cooking demonstration. We have an RSVP link on the cooking page. If it's not there right now, it's going to be there very soon. So we're going to have an RSVP link there. In order for people to be in our main draw, they have to RSVP. That's where we're pulling the names for the big prize for each of these nights, right? So they have to RSVP, and they have to be on. All right. They have to be present to win. They have to be in the chat saying, I'm here. My name's Jennifer Cheatham, and I'm a big winner, right? They have to be in the chat. They have to be in attendance to win the big prize. I can't stress that enough. That's the whole point of us doing this, right? Is to get people in attendance. They've got to be in the room. So the second part of this, if you are promoting this, and if you are inviting people to this, you as a consultant have to be on this. You have to be there, because what happens, we've seen it time and time again, you invite people and they're on there and they're just like, oh my gosh, I love that chopper. I want to buy that. I want that. I want that. Right. And everybody's like, oh, wow, that lady Bonnie, I think she really wants this chopper. But nobody knows who Bonnie belongs to. And Bonnie's like, oh, I'm with Loretta. Right. But everybody's like, well, we have 3 Lorettas. I'm not sure which Loretta this is. Right. And it turns into something really weird. Right. And you need to be on there knowing that that's your person. So some of you are thinking right now, well, I'm going to be inviting people from events and I don't know their names. Right. So that is your job when you're passing out things at events, to be like, hey, scan this code so you can RSVP, right? RSVP right here on the page so you can be in all the drawings. Here's my name. My name is Ellen, right? My name is Ellen. Go on the chat, say hello, say I'm with Ellen, all right? Say I'm with Ellen. So you can be in the drawing, right? And just tell them and be silly about it. Say, I'm with Ellen. I'm with Loretta. Make sure you tell them that you're with the Italian Loretta, whatever you got to say to get them to remember to say your name. No, I have not been drinking. I'm telling you, I've had too much to do to be drinking. Okay. I'm very busy. All right. So yeah, you have to be on. Okay. So you have to be on in order to be there with your people. Now, if you have somebody that gets on, right, and they're just like, I didn't RSVP, so I'm not in this drawing, right? And they're on the 5th. They can RSVP right then for the 12th, and they can be on the 12th and be in the drawing. And we're going to be saying that on the 5th. We're like, hey, don't worry. If you just happen to stumble across this because you liked this page 2 years ago, that's cool. We're so happy you're here. You can be in the drawing next week. We're going to be on here same day, same time. RSVP right now for next week. And you know what? Invite some friends, right? Invite some friends, and so, but this will be a way for us to be able to do this. So with your, because it's a public page, you can share this, right? You can share that into that VIP group that we're talking about. And the other thing too that I want you to think about is this, just because it's that day, and you're not limited just to that day. Because it's a public page, you can share this. You can share it in a private message and be like, hey, check this out. This is the team I'm involved with. How cool is this? They give us things like this to be able to promote our businesses. Wouldn't you like to be involved in a business like this? This is a great recruiting tool. This is a great tool. Or just be like, hey, check this out. Look at that cool chopper. Would you be interested in getting that for free? Because I can date a party with you and you could maybe get that for free, right? So that use these tools to be able to date these parties and to be able to do these things. I hope that kind of gives you some ideas and stuff of things these are things that we're going to be doing for you. Loretta made a fantastic flyer. There are a couple people that have reached out to me in particular. They've got vendor events coming up and they're like, Ellen, since we don't have a flyer, what am I going to pass out? Loretta made a great flyer for us to be able to pass out that has a QR code that will take them to the cooking page. All right. And tell them, scan this, go to the cooking page, and on the cooking page, RSVP, right? Okay. So, and so she made this great flyer for us. So I encourage everybody, print that up, take that, pass it out, but tell them, scan this. This is where the event's going to be. My name's Ellen. Say my name in the chat, right? Say I'm with Ellen, right? And tell them, you just drill it into them. Say I'm with Ellen, right? Because they're going to have the thing because they got to scan it to get into the thing. So just make sure that your name is right there. Highlight it. Do whatever you got to do. Put a big circle around it, a heart. I don't care, right? Just get them to say your name, right? And then make sure that you're on it. All right. And the other thing is too, is, if you're on there, carve out that time, like put it into your calendar, that 40 minutes, 45 minutes, right? You want a couple minutes before the event, a couple minutes after the event to be able to be there, be present, be talking in the chat. The more we can talk in that chat, the more that Facebook's going to like us, right? And so the more we can talk in that chat and kind of get things going in that chat, the better, right? And it looks good to all those guests that are there with us. It's awesome, right? So you want to make sure that you're talking in that chat. And if you're like, gosh, I was on there and I invited, 300 people and nobody showed up for me, don't be disappointed, right? Share. Take that, make good use of that time, start sharing it, share it in your messenger, share it to people that you are Facebook friends with, and be like, hey, check this out. Make good use of your time. Whenever you're here on these meetings, make good use of that time, right? And reach out to these people to make sure to invite them to the next thing, to the next week, to the next whatever, right? So I hope that helps. We're super excited to be supporting you guys in December, and I'm super excited to be, just grow my business in December. I'm excited about what Tupper has in store for us. So I hope that helps. And back to you, Pam. I gotta find you.
Okay.
Question, there was a question in the chat.
Oh, what's the chat?
Do we want, do consultants, do we register for the events too?
I would like that, yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because it just makes it easier for us to be really prepared. And yeah, it would just be better. And plus you'll be in the drawings if you register. We want lots of people in the drawings. And so this is a way we give stuff away, is from who registered. All right. So it's going to be a fun night. Both of them. Both fun.
We will set those up soon. We're not set up yet, just so you know. The events.
Oh, okay. Yeah. the link is ready. Yeah, it can
The
go.
link just takes them to the cooking page, but they have to go to the events, which I did not set up yet. Right?
Okay. Yes, I just sent you the memes for it.
Okay, we'll work on that after.
It just needs to be done on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be up right away. Okay. Okay. So guys, I have some good news. Little birdie told me some things I thought you might want to know. You want to know? Who wants to know? Tell me. So, they are working diligently to start this new Tupperware, but some of the cool things that I've heard already is new Tupperware is going to do, your month will end at the end of the month. Okay. So we're going to go, with the actual monthly calendars for our recognition, our everything. So, everything from our awards and our sales month is all, it's going to go by a calendar month. And so we're not going to be ending on a Thursday, the 27th. This month, we're still going to end. We're going to keep it right in November, but they're literally changing it in December. And that's really good because if you looked, our year was going to end on Christmas. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to work on Christmas, right? And so now the year will end on December 31st, which is really cool because obviously that's not nearly the same holiday as, even though it's a fun holiday, it's not nearly the same kind of holiday as Christmas. And so you're going to have an extra week in December, which is always good for sure. We always need a little extra time in December. All right. So December is going to be very sweet, guys. It's going to be loaded with lots of sales. They don't have a flyer nearly purely because we're going to be doing moving sales all month because we're moving out of the factory and into a new facility. So it's going to be sales on top of sales on top of sales. And so be ready. I know we've already got sales on top of sales, right? They're going to continue. All right. And one thing that I think is really cool that they're doing is they are going to come out with a temporary online catalog that will have 50 products they feel they will not run out of. And so it's printable if you wanted to print it. It's I think like 7 pages. And so it's going to be much better for all of you that do work with the Amish because you'll have these 7 pages you could put into a printable form and or use it online. All right. And so it's an online turn page catalog. All right. So isn't that good news? Do you like those news? That news? Yeah. My news. I need a little newsworthy news. Okay. So tell me in the chat if you like that news, because I think that's pretty cool. Okay, we already got yay and sweet and Yahoo. All right. All right. Thank you. Love the news. The booze. That's good. Who loves the booze? Oh, that's Debbie. Yeah, okay, Deb. All right. I love the news. Okay, Shannon Jones. Hi, Shannon. All right. So exciting. And there was just really a really cool because I had business leader call today with the national corporate office. And so it was just really cool because they they're just planning for the future and it's very obvious we're not going out of business. All right. So I know you've got rumors from people all around you, and you just need to know, get it from me. We're not going out of business. We've got lots of planning going on and new ownership taking over, and they're already working with corporate. Announcements can't be made because we have to wait until all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. All right. And that's normal. This is very normal. We're so blessed that we have new owners. And so we are Tupperware Strong. Anybody get their pajamas already in the mail this week? Because your pajamas left. And I know some people already got them. They're so cute. And they say Tupper Strong on them. So super cute. All right. And so I don't know, just pretty pumped and excited about where we're going. All right, so let's turn this over to Bonnie. She's going to show us a really cool Friendsgiving recipe. And you guys are going to love this recipe. And take it away, Bonnie. Show us. What do you got?
I think she needs a minute to get to camera B.
Camera B. Okay.
She's on her way.
Yes. Tell people don't believe what you see on Facebook. That's for sure. And please don't click. Those we've had literally really dear sweet lady, one of our consultants' moms clicked and ordered stuff because her daughter wasn't a consultant anymore. So she called me and signed back up to sell Tupperware because apparently her mama needs her too. So got a recruit out of it, but that's kind of sad. All right, let's take it away, Bonnie.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Pam. I am very excited to share with you guys a new recipe, and I think I'm taking this to Thanksgiving next week, as a matter of fact, and it's called the fall salad. And you start with coleslaw. So however you like to make the start of your coleslaw, but you know, I went and got the bag of 3-color coleslaw with the red cabbage and the carrots and everything in here. And it is in our beautiful Shirley Elegant bowl. I just love these bowls. They look like glass, but they are plastic Tupperware. That's right. It is the durability, the usability of Tupperware. It's not some big heavy thing. And the best part is it comes with the Tupperware seal. You don't have to worry about using that wrap stuff that, you know, sticks to everything except what it's supposed to, because it's mess, right? So with Tupperware, you have a great bowl and you have the seal to take it along on the go. So we're starting with that in our bowl, and we're going to add to the coleslaw mix. We're going to have some of our walnuts. I already have this pre-measured. We have our berries. Did you know Tupperware has the most accurate measuring cups and spoons out there? As a matter of fact, we do. Good Housekeeping says so. And our snack cups are a perfect little 4-ounce size container. And I keep all my berries always in my modular mates. Did you know you can tell your color by the age of your Tupperware? So how long do you think I've had this particular oval modular mate? No, maybe I'll tell, maybe I won't. Have to stick around to see. So always having that on hand. We love to make nuts and berries and all of that, so always have that on hand. So so far, super easy recipe, right? And then we're going to add to it, an apple, and we're going to use our mandolin to chop up our apple, bite-sized pieces. Now you could use the supersonic and chop it all up really fast and easy, but tonight I wanted to use the mandolin because sometimes you can over chop, and I like to have them a little bit easier so that they're the right sizes and shapes and everything. And our mandolin is just one of the best little pieces you can put in your kitchen. I am telling you what, this is a piece that every home absolutely needs. So our mandolin, first of all, it comes with 2 different blades. So you have your straight blade, and then in the bottom, you can store your second blade, which is your wavy, your fancy blade. So you can do your fancy potato chips or pickles, you know, your cucumbers. You can do pretty much whatever you would like. I always have trouble sliding this back in. I don't know why. It fits in here great. There we go. You can actually store both of your blades in here. And when you go to store it, you just clip it on the bottom and fold the leg under, and it's nice and flat, sits in your cabinet or your drawer, wherever you're going to store this. Works really good. So we're gonna pop that off. But you just pop this out, change your blade, and of course when you go to wash it, you can pop that out. Super easy, wash it just like you do any of your knives. The blades, the cutters on the bottom, we have 2 different ones. We have the thinner and the thicker slices. So if you're doing like your French fries, or tonight we're gonna do our cubes. If you do your potato salad or potato soup, it always works really good just to have everything that nice size. Our mandolin also comes with 9 different thicknesses. So you can go really thick down to that paper thin. So if you're doing your onions, you can make them nice and thin, or if you are doing potato chips, or you are doing any of your French fries, you can make it thicker, so you can make that cut however that you would like. So we're gonna do this pretty thick. And you know, with the mandolin, you should always use the guard. Always use the guard, always use the guard. And because that protects your fingers. These blades are super duper sharp, so you gotta be really careful with that. Always use the blade, or the guard on when you are cutting. So we're just gonna slide that on here, and we're going to make them into cubes. Have you made cubes before? Tell me if you have made cubes before without using your knife. This is so much easier. So to make the cubes, you start at the bottom and you go up first, and then you go down. Turn it a quarter turn, and then you go down. And go up, and then you go down. And I forgot to keep my apple in the refrigerator. So my tip is to have it nice and cold because it cuts a lot easier. It's been sitting out for a little bit, and I did not slice it. Oh, I want to do the other ones. I made those the skinnier ones. There we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. And that's going to make it go a lot easier with the bigger cubes. You can see, and you have our one little piece left that you can slice up. And I'm going to put this down. Another tip for you is to make sure when you are finished to always lock it into place or pop this blade out. Okay, so that you want to do that. You want to lock both of them because maybe the person who washes this is not the person who normally goes to use it. So a few years ago, I did not put this back in the lock position. You have your lock on this side and you have your lock here. When they're locked, no sharp edges there. So I did not lock it, and I left it where it was cut. The cutter was open and I popped it out, took it over, and my son did the dishes. Well, somebody else put it back together, snapped that in, and they put it in the cabinet. When I reached in to get it the next time, it was like that. I did not cut myself, but you want to be careful. So always make sure you relock it. And then, as I mentioned, pop that out so you can clean it. And I always wash mine, rinse it off really quickly when I'm finished because you want to be able to get that off there. You don't want to get any staining. If your apple or your potato sits on there, sometimes that can discolor a little bit, but mostly because I like everything really easy, fast cleanup. So if I rinse it right away, I don't have to worry about anything being stuck. Do you really want to get in there and clean off dried onion or potato or apples? No, you do not. So always go ahead and rinse that off. That's just a little tip for you. As soon as you're finished using it, rinse that off and it'll make it a lot easier for you. And you see on here, see all of our little cubes, they're all the same. And oh, that one is not quite, there we go. Oh, it is. It's just kind of stuck together. So we have all of our little apple cubes and we're going to add that to our salad here. I just love the Tupperware spatulas. They're so useful. That silicone works so great to scrape and you don't have to worry about it being all loosey-goosey, right? Bending all over the place, nice and steady. So you don't have to worry about it flopping all over the place. So let's move this out of the way. And now we're going to make our dressing. And we're going to use our whipping mix to do that. And the whipping mix is a fairly new little kitchen appliance that you would absolutely love to have in your kitchen. And I've already pre-measured. We have our honey, mayonnaise, Greek yogurt, and a little bit of ginger in there. And we're gonna just set this down in there. Now, your whipping mix has 2 gears, so it does the light and fluffy stuff, but it also will do the heavy duty. It's kind of like the 2-wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive, right? So you can just mix that up really fast and easy. And what else can you use this for? Obviously, we're using it for the dressing tonight, but you can use this for your pancake batter, your waffle batter. You can do your scrambled egg mix. You can make your own whipped topping and like super fast, under 3 minutes. So great. And it will just mix it up really, really fast and easy. And it's so yummy. We like to put in the strawberry quick, and then you have that strawberry flavored whipped topping. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. So you can see how fast and easy that mixed everything up. And I'm just gonna stir this a little bit and make sure that my honey got all mixed up really nice in there because I had pre-measured it and it was kind of sinking to the bottom. So we're just going to give that a quick stir and pull this out, and then we're going to put it back in and we're going to whip it around a little bit more just to make sure that that honey gets all mixed up really nice. Do you know that this thing will shred your chicken for you? After I cook my boneless chicken, I will kind of break it apart or chunk it up, put it in there, and spin that off a little bit. Throw my chicken pieces in here, and it will shred that chicken up for me. I don't have to use my hands. It is the best thing ever. So this thing is really amazing. And we're just going to take our dressing here and pour that over the top. to finish off our coleslaw here, our fall salad, and scrape this up. Now, if you don't have a whip and mix, you might just want to whip this up with your spatula or a whisk. Of course, that will work. But I'm telling you, once you have this whip and mix, you will not want to use anything else. I can even make my cheater chocolate chip cookies using cake mix. Do you know that recipe? Well, you come back the next time and we will teach you that chocolate chip recipe that you can do in the whip and mix really fast and easy. It has like 4 ingredients and it is the best. So I'm just gonna take my spatula here and mix this up a little bit. Get that dressing all mixed in with our salad. And it will be ready to go. Oh my gosh. Are you guys excited? I wish you were here to taste this because it looks amazing. And I love all the colors. I left the apple peel on there on purpose because I thought it would give it that little bit of extra color in the salad. So just really yummy. There we go. All mixed up here. And there, guys, is your fall salad. It looks so yummy. I hope that you will enjoy this. And remember, every time you get together with us in Tupperware, we love to share a favorite recipe, and we love to treat our hosts to picking a recipe to make at your party. And as our guests, we love to share that with you as well. But you know, we are always looking for people to join our team because if you love Tupperware and you love recipes and you love cooking, then you need to be with us because you know you get that great discount and make money while you are updating your kitchen and helping other people. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and if you are going to come back the next time, I want to hear about it. So tell me what we should make next. See you guys next time. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Oh, guys, doesn't that look delicious? Seriously, she's got that recipe ready for it too. So you can make it for your Friendsgiving at your home, your Thanksgiving, or you could go live and make it this week and show everybody off your product. Go live, go live, go live. And we're going to come back to Bonnie in a little bit because she's going to talk to you a little bit about how important it is to be ready to grow your business virtually and in person. All right. And so next we want to talk to about the quality of our product line. And this is from Ellen, and she's got some great information for you.
Awesome. All right. So I told Pam, I think that this is going to probably be like a new sort of series that we'll do. And each week I'll maybe touch on a little bit more because it's a lot of information. And so today I'm just going to kind of talk to you very casually about the way that I address it when I am approached at a vendor event or anything like that, because it happens, right? People are just like, I don't know about plastic, and I'm not buying plastic anymore. I'm getting away from plastic and all that kind of stuff, right? We have those people sometimes. And one of the most important things that Pam taught me a long time ago was don't argue, right? Don't argue with them. It builds a wall, right? But one of the best things that you can do is just try and educate if they're open to it. And sometimes they're not open to it, and that's okay, right? And so, but when they are open to it, it is important to just kind of have that conversation. And honestly, guys, it's the same thing that we've been dealing with our business over the last year, right? And I myself have run into people that have kind of done drive-bys with me about the business and about our financial status, and they were not open to actually discuss like what's actually going on with Tupperware, and they were very rude. And I would try to talk to them about it, and they didn't have anything to say. And then I had people like Jenny, and I had somebody walk up when we were setting up the booth yesterday, and we had a very intelligent conversation with somebody about our chapter 11, right? And he totally got it. As soon as we said it, he was just like, oh yeah, yeah. And I said, so we have an investor, and he goes, oh, so you have money now? Like, and we were like, yeah, we have money now. Like, he totally understood, right? So it's the same thing when it comes to the quality of our product. So one of the most important things that you need to arm yourself with are these words, and it has to do with the product, but it has to do with anything in the business. Also, the financial stuff that we're talking about is, and you need to practice saying it so you can say it with confidence. I don't know, but I can get back to you with that. Okay. Don't ever be afraid to say that you don't know, that you don't have the answer, right? When somebody asks you a question, you truly don't know the answer. Don't make something up. People can see that a mile away, but just don't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm not sure, but I can definitely get back to you on that, because that's a really good question. And I need to know the answer to that. Right. So don't ever be afraid to say that. Now, that being said, one of the most important things to say is say, you know what, you're right. And because this is exactly what, so when somebody comes up and they're just like, I don't know about plastic anymore. I keep reading all these articles about how bad plastic is. Right. And there's another one that just came out the other day, which I'll talk to you about at the end, so we can address that one as well. And so they're like, I don't know about this plastic, blah, blah, blah. I say, you know what? You're exactly right. Not all plastics are created equal. And that's why it's so important to understand about plastics, because even in Tupperware, not all plastics are created equal, right? And so, and I say, but one of the most important rules when it comes to plastic is you want to know whether it's recyclable or whether it's biodegradable. Those are one of the most important things to know about the plastics that you're eating food out of. And they're like, oh, and I say, I know we're taught that recyclable plastic or biodegradable plastic is a good thing because it's helping the environment. And it is a good thing. It is helping the environment because it's breaking down. But when it comes to your food and what you're serving your food out of, you don't want something that's biodegradable, because it's breaking down and it didn't have a start date. So it already started breaking down before you put your food in it, right? So it's breaking down as you're putting food in it. And guess how biodegradable things break down? Through hot, through cold, through hot, through cold. What are you doing? You're putting in your fridge, you're putting in your microwave, you're putting in your fridge, you're putting in your microwave, right? You're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold. You're breaking it down. You're speeding up that process, right? So I'm like, our products are not biodegradable. Our products are recyclable. So you can recycle them, right? But our products are not biodegradable. They're meant to last a lifetime, right? And I'm like, people put them in their wills. They don't break down, right? And so they're like, oh yeah, right? So that's something that's really important to talk about, is biodegradable versus recyclable, right? And so then when people are like, a lot of times they'll come up, right? This is the only piece of Tupperware I have right here. And they'll be looking at it and they'll be like, I don't see that recycle number on here, right? And I'm just like, well, we made the mold for that bowl before they had recycle numbers. Which is true about some of our bowls, right, guys? And I'm just like, and they're like, oh, that's true. Like, I'm like, we're a over 70-year-old company. I'm like, they didn't even have recycle numbers, I was like, and so don't be afraid to just kind of like talk to them in real terms. You don't have to get all, scientific-y with them, right? Because if somebody got all that way with me, I'd be like, wow, I don't know what they're saying. Okay. And so you can go that way, but you don't have to. But also, one of the things that I like to talk about too is when, is I tell them, they're just like, when, again, they're talking about food safety and all that kind of stuff. And I say, well, one of the cool things about being an international company, because, okay, so actually this is what I say when people say, are your products made in the United States? Right? Are your products made in the United States? Are your product, because I got a product, I ordered something, it said it came from wherever they say, right? And I was like, well, actually, we're because we're an international company, because they're like, I got a product, I said it came from Mexico, right? And I'm like, well, because we're an international company, we actually have to adhere to European standards, because otherwise we would have to have, US standard products that are US standards. We'd have to have standards for this country and this country and this country. And I say, so we actually go through the highest standards, which are European standards. So we actually all win because we're an international company. I said, European standards are the highest standards. And people are actually very interested in that. And so sometimes they're like, why are European standards the highest? I'm like, I don't know. That's a really great question. I don't know why European standards are the highest. And I say, maybe that's the reason why their ingredients on their mac and cheese is different than the ingredients on our mac and cheese, is what I say to them, just like little silly things like that. But you just, talking to them in a real way, in ways that they can relate to you about the product and our safety and things like that. But it's really important to just kind of talk to them about those things. And that is something that I do. Those are the two of the main things that I talk to them about. I talk to people about the European standards, and I talk to them about being recyclable versus biodegradable. And usually those two things are enough to kind of calm people down, and they're just like, oh, okay. And then also when I say not all plastics are created equal, I say even in Tupperware, I said, because we have products that I would not put in the microwave, not because they're not safe for you, but because it's going to mess up your product. Like it's not because it's not going to hurt you, it's going to hurt the product. And I said, and that's what's the most important thing. It's not damaging to you. So the last thing I wanted to address was there is a new article that came out about black Tupperware. Okay. And it just came out, and it's about black Tupperware. So black Tupperware is a lot of times it is what I'm looking to see if there's it's what electronics are made out of, right? TVs, computers, electronics, right? Not food, plastic, right? And because it's black, it is very difficult when it gets recycled. It's very difficult for them to really truly clean it and know that it is safe for food, right? And so this article is stating that all these black utensils, spoons, things like that on the market, most of them have toxins in them because they're made of plastics that have come from things like this, plastics that are like this, right? So, but what it says is a lot of these black products, these, and I'm thinking they're mainly talking about utensils, spoons, because a lot of times they're spoons, they're spatulas, things like that. So when they're talking about those things, they're talking about that those products later in the article, they say that it's recycled plastic products. Well, we don't use recycled plastic. And that's another thing that I talk about. I said, we use virgin plastic in all of our products, with the exception of our eco line. And that's new, right? That's just in the last couple years that we had to start saying that. But before that, I said, and it's easy because the utensils aren't a part of that. So I'm just like, any of our black Tupperware, right? Any of our Tupperware that is made out of, this isn't black, but any of our black Tupperware that's made out of black, right? It's virgin plastic. So we know the complete chemical makeup of that, and it's not made out of recyclable plastic. So that is safe. And it's not made out of any of these electronic recycled things. So that's a new article that just came out that I had heard about, because somebody was like, I have to throw away all of my spoons because they're black and they're made out of electronics and they're chemicals. And I was like, well, not Tupperware. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. And so it's so important to just kind of know what our products are made out of, right? So so each week I'll just kind of be touching on more of that, and even just some microwave safety and things like that, or me or somebody else, right? One of us will be kind of talking about just like those fun facts, because it's important to know those sort of things, and the virgin plastic thing that I always talk about. Like I talk about that a lot at my parties, and I'm like, we're made of virgin plastic. And I'm like, what that means is we know everything that is in our plastic, everything. So we know what's in there. So I'm like, it's a good thing. So I hope that helps you guys kind of just feel a little bit more armed, like when somebody kind of comes, but like, don't ever be afraid, like I said, to say, you know what, I don't know the answer to that, but I can definitely get back to you. Don't ever be afraid to say that, because there's respect in that. When somebody gives me an answer like that, I respect them more than for them giving me some BS answer, right? All right, back to you, Pam.
All right. Thank you. That was awesome. You guys love that bit of information. Yes, it's always good to know your product. Read your catalog, know everything that you can possibly know about your product. And a really good place to learn about your Tupperware product is online on the Tupperware website, on the Tupperware.com. Go there and read about it, because it's got tons of information and some really good tips that you might enjoy as well. And our safety, you will get more safety tips from Ellen or myself or one of us each and every week going forward, just to help you know the difference, why we're better, all right? Why we can be so proud to be Tupperware and our legacy and what we have. All right, so I can't wait to turn this over to Loretta. She's got a recipe for us too. And then Loretta, when you're done, send it straight to Bonnie so Bonnie can tell us about how to keep our business really booming.
All right. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for having me tonight. I wanted to share another holiday recipe with you tonight. You can use for Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, Christmas, your holiday parties throughout the winter. Okay, and it is a cranberry salsa with a twist. My name's Loretta. I'll be your Tupperware girl tonight. Okay. So I wanted to share some of our one of our prime products right here. This is our supersonic chopper. Okay, and this is the largest one. It's called extra because it'll do everything. Okay, from salsa to chicken salads, veggie salads to whisking pancake batter, whipping up your eggs, making salad dressing, and it also has a funnel for adding liquids. Okay, so tonight we're going to use the blades, and they are super sharp. Okay, we're going to add some fresh cranberries. You can do fresh or frozen. Okay, so we're adding some fresh ones, 1.5 cups of fresh cranberries in here. We're also going to use an apple. You can use a small apple or a half of a large apple. And of course, I've got our cranberries and our apples inside of our fridge Mars for your vegetables. If you want to hear all about how to get your veggies fresh and save a ton of money, and who couldn't save more money on produce today, talk to us and we will get you set up for our fridge Mars, okay? All right, so we're going to add those two together first. And so since both of these are really dense fruits, vegetables, we're going to chop those up first before we add our other ingredients, okay? So we've got a pull cord right here. Just make sure it's twisted on really. There's a nice rubber grip on the bottom here. So as you're pulling with the cord, it doesn't slide all over the table. All right, so you don't have to chase the chopper around. Short, quick pulls. And I'm telling you, look at this. I call this a squeezing out without a plug. All right. Those were cranberries and apples in there. I don't know, maybe I had 8 pulls. I don't know if you guys were counting or not. I wasn't counting. All right. So after we chop up the cranberries and the apples together, we're going to add, I'm going to add jalapeno to it. So this is where our little twist, our little spice comes from right here. All right. So cranberries, apples, want to make sure we did that. And then we are going to chop that up again. All right. So we're going to add it in there. You don't have to add the spice. If you have your own spice and you want to add, go ahead and add, but we're going to add some chipotle seasoning to this, all right? And I love making our blends. Look at that, guys. Isn't that great? Look at that. It looks so pretty already. Very festive, okay? You could use green apples. You got the red cranberries in there. You got the white apple in there. Very, very holiday. All right. Is that a word? Very, very holiday? All right. We're going to use our impression bowls tonight. I'm going to go with the medium one. They all have these beautiful rings on the top so that when you're at a party, you bring this to a party, you have a little pedestal for your bowl. So your bowl will stand up a little bit higher than everyone else's. The other thing that's nice about this, if you go to a party, I don't know if you ever lost your seal because someone just, you put it under the table or someone thought you just picked up all the trash and then it was gone, okay? And then that would be very sad to have a bowl without a seal. It's like a car without a wheel. I like that one, tough word. All right, make sure you're very, very careful with these blades. They're super, super sharp, all right? I will just go down the edge here. And I'm going to put this on the side of my bowl. I'm going to use our beautiful spatula to get every last little bit of this salsa right here. Okay. All right, we've got that going on. Now be careful. You don't want it to touch your spatula because you don't want to cut through that. All right. So I've got that in there. And then we're going to add some orange zest. All right. So I've got a beautiful orange here. I've already washed it up, peeled it up. And I wanted to show you before I do the zest part, okay, how to make a fun little orange curl. You can take our Tupperware peeler right here. There are 2 sides to the blade. One side is flat for your harder vegetables, but the other side is jagged, and that jagged edge is for your soft vegetables like peaches, tomatoes. Do you peel tomatoes? No. peaches. What else? I don't know, soft, okay? And so I'm gonna use the flat edge, all right? And you kind of just really, depends on thin, I don't know, let's see. As I'm doing this, it is making a cute little curl, and you can use this to garnish the top of your salad, okay? So I'm just gonna go up around, I'm not gonna dig too deep, I just want the orange part, okay? And it'll just kind of curl itself, okay? So that's kind of fun to do if you want to add a little topping or a little pretty little garnish to that. But I'm gonna use some zest. I've got our zester gadget right here, okay? And I'm just gonna zest some beautiful orange skin on here. Your zesting adds a little punch to all your recipes. Any salsa you're gonna make that's gonna have citrus in it, okay, any recipe you're gonna have with citrus, you add a little zest from the skin. That's where the oils are, and it just gives that little extra punch. You don't have to add a lot. You can smell it right away. If you were here, you smell the orange?
Oh, yeah.
That's my husband, he's watching. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna get every last drop. I love this zester. It's nice and sturdy, and it goes right over my bowl there. I got some orange zest on the side of there. Let's see, we're gonna add orange zest, chili. Oh, we did jalapeno instead. You can do chili, you can do jalapeno. Sugar. Okay, you gotta have the sugar when you're doing cranberries, or I don't think anybody's gonna eat this. And I already have. Oh, here. I already have it pre-measured. Anywhere from 4, 5, 6 tablespoons of sugar. Of course, I've got my sugar down inside my module mate. If you want to know how to organize your pantry, save space, save waste, really get your pantry organized, you definitely want us to come to a kitchen planning event with you for you and your friends, or just you and your pantry if you don't want anyone else to see. But we have some great food storage organization containers for you. I'm just making sure. Sugar. Okay, so now we are going to mix this up, and we're going to let it stand for about 15 minutes because it needs to macerate. I hope I used the word right. That is going to soften the cranberries. It's going to bring out the juices of all these vegetables on the side here. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for a little bit and let it. It's already getting nice and soft. And I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to make the dressing part. Okay, we're going to add cilantro again to kind of garnish it. Again, down inside of my fridge smarts. Okay, this cilantro was in here from last week when I did my last recipe. Okay. It's still beautiful green, okay? And it still has all the vitamins and nutrients in it. So we're gonna add some cilantro. Now I'm gonna use the small supersonic chopper for the cilantro, okay? Love this, guys. This is a must-have in your kitchen. All right, this is gonna be your new girlfriend, okay? In the kitchen. She's gonna always be there for you, ready to chop up all garlic, onions, nuts, parsley. You can make a quick little pesto. You gotta have the supersonic compact, all right? Now, these two go hand in hand, the extra and the compact version. So sometimes you don't need the little sister, you need the big sister, okay? Yeah. Again, twist over the top, and I'm telling you, it is gonna chop up that cilantro. That's gonna make another pretty little garnish on top of there. We're going to also add some lime juice, just a dash of lime juice. You don't want too much. You don't want it to overpower. Ooh, that's my zester. Right here. Okay, little zester, and I'm just gonna put a little bit inside of my little snack cup here. You don't want to put this on too soon, okay? Because you gotta let the sugars and everything kind of mix together and blend together. If you add this too soon, it overpowers it, all right? But I just want you to know our zest and press is the best on the market, okay? Sturdy, strong. I've never had to replace it. I've had other zesters, presses, and you know if they get loose, they kind of wobble. Like this thing is old, okay? It is cut side down, and you're gonna squeeze right into your cup. Guys, that was a little pinch, okay? Not enough for a dash. I'm just gonna do it all. I just want to show you that this was barely half a lime because I cut it a little smaller. How much juice is coming out of this lemon press, okay? Lemon lime press. Oh my goodness, it's just, you could squish every little last drop in there. I don't know, it's probably a couple tablespoons, all right? And this part right here, save this, okay? You can use this for clean your stainless steel, okay? Your cookware that is stainless steel is great with a little, just warm it up just a slight bit, add that lemon, lime, and just kind of scrub it like a celery pepper. Okay. So we've got our lime in there. What else we got going on? We got the zest of the orange, the cilantro, lemon lime juice. Oh, the last thing we're going to add to this is a tablespoon of chipotle seasoning. Now, this is called Southwest Chipotle seasoning. It is a blend that I like to make myself. Okay. I can control the sodium. I can control sugar. I don't have any fillers in these blends. A lot of times you're buying the blends in the grocery stores. You're going to have fillers. You're going to have sodium, and you're going to have sugar. Okay. I choose not to put any sugar in here. Of course, this is our beautiful spice rack from Tupperware. I have 3 of them. Okay. One of my spice racks is for my baking spices or ingredients, and then my other one is for more of my cooking. Okay. So this had a lot of my herbs on here. Okay. And it will spin in the smallest little area. And I have 16 spices right here. You can, at your fingertips, find the spice you need, or you will know that it's empty. Like the garlic powder right here needs refilling. Okay, it's empty. The sides are frosted so that the light doesn't get into your break down your spices. Okay, you always want to rub your spices. If they don't smell or have an aroma anymore, they're probably not that fresh. Okay, if you open up a jar of spices, it stays fresh maybe about 3 months. They will stay fresh in your airtight sealed spice containers from Tupperware. Years if you wanted them to. Okay. The other beauty about the Chipotle, the spice containers, these are the large ones. They'll hold 8 ounces. These are your small ones. They will hold the 4 ounces, and then you can purchase the spice rack. All right. So one side, get a teaspoon in here. All right. So when you need to be exact, okay, it has a nice flat edge. Okay. On the little edge right here. And so I can get my teaspoon down inside of there and I can level it off. Now you're like, well, what about a tablespoon? Well, no worries, because 3 teaspoons makes a tablespoon. So that's all you have to do. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of this beautiful chipotle seasoning. And so if you want to have a spice it up party, we can make spice blends together and everything. You let us know about that. So here's my chipotle seasoning. So I'm going to give this another 10 minutes, and you can already see, you probably can't, but I already have beautiful juices down the side of here. Okay, the juices are flowing, it's going to look pretty. And then I'm going to add the cilantro, the chipotle seasoning, lime juice, and the and my beautiful orange garlic. Garland, I don't know, garnish. That's the word I was looking for. And you can make it pretty. All right, guys, let's have fun this holiday season. Make simple side recipes. This is going to be a side recipe because our other family, my son's family, is having Thanksgiving early this year. So I'm going to bring this delicious cranberry salsa with the twist. All right, guys, have fun.
Thank you. And you're going to turn it right over now to Bonnie.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Loretta. Wasn't that fantastic? Oh my goodness. So many good things. All right. How many of you are very excited about Tupperware right now and everything that we have going on? And we are going to finish strong, right? Who is ready to finish strong? November, December, the year, right? We are coming to the end of the year, but we're also coming to the end of kind of an era, right? We are starting the new Tupperware company, and you guys are with us, and we are on the ground floor of a brand new company. So there's just a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on. Now, there's a couple different ways that we can look at everything, right? We can be, oh my goodness, there's so much going on, I can't keep up. Or we can be like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I have to check in. I have to see what's new. They're releasing stuff twice a week. There is, I can't wait till Friday comes around and see what the new specials are at noon and be excited, right? Just, we want to be excited. And when you're having interactions with your customers and they say, oh, I want to get that serving center set, you have 2 ways of playing that. Oh my goodness, it's gone. We don't have it. We can't get it anymore. I'm sorry, I can't do it for you. Or you can say,
I understand. I love the serving center set too. And oh my goodness, it was the hottest thing for November and everybody wants it. And we're completely sold out. It's kind of like right now we've got sales flying and it's like Costco and Amazon and Walmart. You see it, you better buy it because it might not be there the next time you come back. So if you want to check in with me after the first of the year, or I can put you on my list and I can reach out to you and see if we can't still get you hooked up with that serving center set. So how are you going to play when things are coming and going? Let's get excited, guys. When we sell out of an item, can it be frustrating? Can it be a little bit stressful? Absolutely. But look at the big picture. Sometimes you have, just like when you have a baby, that whole pregnancy thing, it's all great, except, the sitting on your bladder and you got to go to the bathroom and you're not feeling good and your back hurts and and you got to go through labor. Big picture. You have this beautiful baby, this child that is going to be part of the rest of your life, right? Big picture. So let's look at this as a little bit of growing pains, right? We have a lot going on, but let's be excited. Let's get on board that we are selling out of items. It's so exciting. It's helping us to close this chapter and just burst into the next round of things. So we want to be excited about that and get on board and really know that Tupperware is coming back bigger and better and stronger than ever. And we are right there on that. So how are we going to engage our customers? We want to talk to them all the time. And Tupperware has a lot of great things going on, and we are finishing this last week where we have the November sale flyer, but we also have a lot of other things that are going on, and we have some great people here on the team that are helping us. You might have seen this that I believe Pam made this for us, and these are things that you can share. So if you're somebody who prints things off and you are in person and you want to have stuff at your events or at your parties, we have a team of leaders who are all pulling together and we are helping each other out by doing things like this so that you have that to share with your customers. All month long, I have been sharing the Big T and the Fusion Master sale. This is great. I have been talking about this at all my parties with all my people. I just got my haircut this week and she's like, tell me about that shredder I saw you talking about online. And so this is really great. And you can do all different kinds of ways of copying and pasting things that are going on. You can grab your own. It doesn't have to be fancy. Something simple to share all the specials that we have with our customers. And how are you going to do that? You want to do it in every way that you can imagine. I have my paper, right, that I'm taking to my home parties, and I have it in my purse when I'm stopping and I'm talking to somebody. But I also am doing the digital as well. So when you are posting, are you posting pictures? Are you doing memes? Are you doing stories? Are you doing reels? Are you sending emails? Do you have an email that you send out at least once a month? Do you have a text group on your customers? You want to be reaching out every way that you can. And it used to be the rule was kind of like too much is too much, right? But now more is more. You want to contact them in every way that you can, and a lot, because there's so much on social media that they aren't seeing everything that you post. And as soon as you post it, sometimes it's delayed, right? So you want to get out there. You want to be doing all those different things. Are you doing any live videos? You don't have to be in the picture. You can turn your camera on and be showing what you're doing on your countertop. You can show those different things without being in it. And here's the thing, we're all real. My videos, sometimes they're okay and sometimes they're not so great. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that went pretty well, right? It's okay. People want to know that you're a real person too. So it's all good. So make sure that you are reaching out and talking to people. Don't just post and pray and say, oh my gosh, we have, lunch, it's 3 for $19. No, you want to actually show them pictures of you using it. When you say to them, oh my gosh, we have a great Fridge Smart set. You can get the 4-piece set for $98. Go to my website and buy it. That doesn't make anybody want to go and buy it. But when you grab something out of your refrigerator and say, look, here's my apples. Guess how long I've had these apples? I've had these apples for 2 months. You would not believe how good they still are. And they are still crunchy. They're not all wrinkly and soft and yucky. I love these Fridge Smarts. Oh my gosh, do you guys throw away a lot of apples? Do you throw away a lot of produce? Fridge Smarts are absolutely the best. How are you sharing what you are talking about? Are you telling them features and benefits? Are you getting them excited? Are you showing them results? Or you're just posting and praying a picture because you're like, well, we have Fridge Smart, so I'm just going to throw that out there and see if somebody goes and orders it. It's all about connecting. It's all about being excited. It's all about your attitude. And I know you don't have to be great to start, but guys, you got to start to be great. So let's be great. Let's finish strong. Thanks, Pam. Back to you.
Well, thank you so much. Yay. All right. And so, wow, we've got a lot of great training now. We've got a lot of great info. We've learned so much stuff. There's one more thing. We've got something special for you, and that is your challenge for the week. And so we want you to go live and we want you to demonstrate, show a product. And so don't just go live. Don't just post pictures. We want you to go live with a product. Social media, video is everything. So I'm asking everybody to go live. When you go live, you'll have a chance to win the red stack cooker. All right. I'm going big. I want to give you a beautiful red stack cooker. When you go live this week, one person, one champion will get a chance to win. Now, how do you tell me you went live? You have to send it to me. You have to send me the link and private messenger. And that way I'll know you went live, and I'll keep track of everybody that sends me their link and tells me I went live with the product. You need to talk about it. You need to say why you love it. You need to do exactly what Bonnie just told you. So you've got a go live challenge for a chance to win the red stack cooker. Now, I also have teal, if you prefer teal, but I like the red for the holidays, right? And then we have one more fun thing we're going to do. Every order you submit, it's going to count towards this week because it already started last night at midnight, and we are going to have a fun challenge for you. You can get either a pot holder, or you can get an apron, or you can get a sweatshirt. And guess what? You can get all three. And it is so cute. It is the new logo, our Christmas logo that we love so much. And do you recall the most famous bowl of them all? And this cozy sweatshirt can be yours. And how easy is it? Guess what? When you submit $100 order, you get the pot holder for free from Pam and Jim. All you do is pay for the shipping. Why? Because it's Thanksgiving week, and we want to tell you we're really thankful that you're a champion. So a $100 order submitted this week gets you a pot holder for free. Then when you submit 300, you can get the apron. You need an apron with this beautiful logo on it. It'll be so stinking cute on you for Christmas. And guess what? We don't need sizes. And so we've ordered them all and they're ready to go. And so as soon as you earn it, we're going to start shipping them out. However, if you're going for the sweatshirt, you might not want to pay shipping twice and just order all at one time. We'll have to get the sweatshirt sizes in, of course, but this is beautiful. And it's a really nice, warm, cozy sweatshirt you need for the holiday, Christmas, and your shows that you're doing for years to come, because we're going to be here a long time. All right. So who wants a sweatshirt? Yeah, say me. This is not my size. Who wants a shirt? Say me, say me, say me. This one is a 2X, and so it's ready to go. Who wants a 2X? It's ready to go. All right. You know what? I hope you're excited because I love making sure you know that we love having you at Champion. And with Thanksgiving week, it's our gratitude towards you. Absolutely free pot holder for everybody that submits a $100 order. Submit 300, get the apron. You need the apron to match your pot holder, and 500 gets you the sweatshirt. All right. How fun. Me. I love all your me's. Yay. All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope you learned a ton. Jenny, did we leave anybody out? Did I leave anything out?
Just a couple drawings.
Okay, we had Ellen do the quality. We had Ellen do the mega party. We had Loretta do the cranberry salsa. Weren't we going back to Loretta for something? Loretta?
No,
Okay. And Bonnie the coleslaw, yay. And okay. All right. I told you there was a lot tonight. I had even a hard time keeping track of it. All right. And so I'm going to go live and do the recognition so we don't keep you any longer, but I will do the recognition live in just a minute. And I want to thank you for being on. Super excited about our fun. Jessica, do we have any guests?
We do. We have Billy Samsel, who is a guest with me.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome, Billy. And so we are going to go ahead and do our drawings. Billy, you're an automatic winner. Yay, congratulations. I will send you free Tupperware. All you have to do is let me know your address and do that in the in the messenger app because it's the easiest. I have everything in one place, please. All right. And so thank you so much, Billy, for being with us this evening. I hope you enjoyed us. We're a little crazy. We have a good time helping each other make money is what we do. All right. And so I want to just remind you guys, when you are with Champion, you have all of the directors that come together to help you learn this business. So you may get a great director and love, love, love working with her in any company, but when it's Champion, you got lots of directors. Okay. We're going to work together to help this business be successful for all of us. And so also we want to do our drawings. Jenny, what are we doing first?
We're gonna do hashtag share the shine.
Okay. And where's Jenny?
I'm right here.
I don't see you.
I
Are you-
can't do anything to make myself part of anything, so.
Okay. All right. Share the shine. Thank you. And
Okay.
there you are, Jenny.
There I am.
So share the shine for last week. Now remember, you want to share a lot this week because we're going to be doing the ultimate share the shine at the end of the week, next week on Rally. Well, actually, next week we have no
It'll
Rally.
be,
Right.
we might have to go live and do it,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
But you get a personal shopper when you win the big one. Then once a month we do a personal shopper and you get anything you want when it comes to logo stuff. And so you could choose something logo. Okay. So go ahead, Jenny.
All right, so this week's winner is Robin Vanderwagen, who just said I was a
Yay,
nobody.
Robin!
So good luck getting your stuff, Robin. Good luck.
What did she say?
She said I was a nobody
Oh my goodness. Not nice.
because I said I couldn't do it. I couldn't get on myself. So
Robin is a teaser. We love her.
she was
All
kidding.
right.
She was kidding.
Yes. Okay. And so what's next, Jenny?
What's next is ahas from last week's rally.
Okay.
All
Very
right,
good.
and
Yeah,
that
great
is
rally last
going to be Becky DeYoung.
Okay, thank you, Becky. And guys, you need to know, all you have to do is comment on these kind of things and you get in these drawings every week. And we love to give away stuff. I mean, seriously, the shipping is free. When you win a drawing on this meeting, the shipping is free and I just ship you presents and it's surprise mail. All right. Anything else, Jenny?
Yes, apparently the Browns just got the ball because there was a lot of noise in the living room.
Okay.
And and the No Zero Hero. Do you want to talk
Okay.
about that again? Because that's new.
There were a lot of names on there, and no zero here means that you submitted an order this week. If you submitted an order, you have a chance to win right now. So how easy is that? Always, always have orders submitted every week, and you'll always have one chance to win during rally. Go ahead, Jenny.
Okay, it is Glenn Vanderweg.
Ah, Glenn. Wow, way to go, Glenn. No zero hero. Glenn Vanderwelgen.
We'll send him something special
All right. I'm sure
because he puts up with Robin all the time. So
yes, he's always helping her, right? All right. And so now we want to do our drawing according to everybody that's on. So thanks for being on. And so you're automatically in the draw. And we're actually going to do this twice because I forgot last week. So we're going to do it double. Okay. And so we need we have 26. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 26.
Here's a number between 1 and 26. It's 1.
That's me. Yay. All right. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 2 and 26.
Here's a number between 2 and 26. It's 26.
Sarah, yay, congratulations. You guys, Sarah is so close to being a director. Let's really cheer her on. We want you to be a director. By the time we're talking next week, well, we're not talking because it's Thanksgiving, but we want you to be a director. You could be a director right now next week. And always, we love the director title for lots of reasons. However, most importantly, going into the new business, gosh, you want to be a director. Absolutely. Especially when you're this close. All right. And so then Congratulations. Let's do it one more time. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 2 and 26.
Here's a number between 2 and 26. It's 7.
7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's Gina Arnold. Welcome, Gina. Congratulations. We love it when you win. Oh, Gina's a huge team player. We love it. All right. Thank you guys so much. And actually, everybody I see on the screens tonight is our big team player. So thank you guys for being here with us. And I hope you enjoyed the meeting. I'll go live to do the recognition. Okay. Bye-bye.